Okay, the next thing we have to set is the stroke of the feeder plate, and that's by rotating the red tab on the all thread that's hooked to the feeder plate, and we'll show you that. Now you can see we want the feeder plate to move in and out somewhere between 3/8 to 1/2 inch at the beginning, and then you can fine tune it after that. Now the red tab is that threaded unit right there on the all thread, and it'll rotate. You rotate it to get it to go bigger, increase the stroke back and forth. Now we're starting to take a look at how much stroke we have. And the feeder plate was sticking out about 1/4 inch, and now we're out to 3/4 inch. So we have about 1/2 inch stroke on the feeder plate. We'll watch it go in now. It's gone from 3/4, gone in. And there we are, right at about 1/4 inch. So the stroke on the feeder plate's about 1/2 inch, which is a good starting point. Then the other thing I want to point out to you is the maximum stroke. Now, maximum stroke is when the feeder is feeding enough coal to cover all the air holes on the burner. At that point, you're doing 85,000 BTUs, and if you increase the stroke any higher than that, you're going to be wasting coal. And typically we look for about 1 inch of dead ash at the end of the burner, and then you know you're maxed out. If you see hot coals going off the end of the burner into the ash pan, then you have the stroke set too high. And maximum stroke is usually somewhere around 5/8. Now the amount of coal that can be fed varies depending on if it's dry or wet. Dry coal it'll feed more dry coal per stroke than it will wet coal. So depending on what coal you're using and the condition of the coal, you could see a variation in the amount of fire on the burner with the same stroke. And then you have to make adjustments or try to get the moisture out of the coal so you get more feed rate.